What's up, guys? I'm Ryan with Ryan Epps Fishing. We are back out here on the water today, and on today's video we're gonna be fishing Cherokee, chasing down some of these late fall, early winter kind of bass. Yeah, so actually what's cool is y'all are gonna get 2 days out here on Cherokee. Today's video is from 2 days, and I'm gonna explain all that at the end, but for right now, y'all sit back, relax. Let's go see if we can catch a few. Got him. There we go. That's a good one. Boom! There we go. First fish of the morning. Fish has got a decent frame. He's skinny though. Huh. There's a lot of shad back here. But maybe we're starting to put something together. Found some more stained water. Been throwing a trap around on these flats and stuff back here, and there's our first fish of the morning. So see if we can build off that. Hey, smallmouth. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. Wasn't no big one, but maybe we can make up for it. That one is a lot better. Still ain't no big one, but we redeemed ourselves anyway. There we go. Ain't no big one, but we'll take it. We just lost one right on the cast before that. He's probably about that same size, maybe just a little bit smaller. But there we go. We're still poking around. Maybe we can put something together. Little fella. Skinny little smallmouth. Skinny little smallmouth. We'll take it though. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You wearing them out?
Lord knows.
Man, we struggled today.
I ain't put a fish in the boat yet.
I hear you.
Mess around a little bit. I don't know. I don't know where they're at. Got him. That's a good one. Come here. Boom. Woo. Ha! It is about time. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I was starting to think they didn't exist. There we go. Largemouth out here on the Swimbait. I will take that all day. Woo! It has been a struggle out here today, folks. I mean, a struggle. So, roll back in here in this flat, found a bunch of shad. I mean, it's loaded down with shad. And there you go. Old fella was back here eating a few of them, and we was able to pick one off. Now, probably not the only fish back here. So, if we buckle down here and work this flat, maybe we can turn this day around. So, there you go. It's a start though. I like it. Got him. Oh, please be bad. Yeah, it's a bass. Good one. Yes. Nice smallmouth. Come here. Ain't no biggin'. But we was giving up 45 minutes ago, and now we got a largemouth and a smallmouth in the boat. I will take it. Lord, I ain't complaining. I will take it. We need a new swim bait. Ah! We got life back in us. I fished like an idiot this morning. It really threw me off track from everything that I had figured out last time I was out here. I wasted a lot of time doing that. I didn't find a whole lot of fish deep. Really threw me off track, and I ignored a lot of the stuff that I've been running, which was stupid. Now, I finally, at the point of giving up, I decided, well, I'll run back up there and start running a little bit of that stuff that I've been running. And doesn't seem like that cold front has affected these fish up here at all. So, maybe we can salvage the day here. These shad are small. Little small thread fins, what they are. So I picked up the swim bait, and I'm basically just creeping this swim bait. I'm throwing it out. When I see them bust and stuff, I'm throwing it out. I'm letting it sink. On light head, light line. And I'm just creeping that thing along the bottom. That's how we've got our 2 bites so far. So we'll see what we can do here. They're still feeding. Got him. I don't think that's a bass. If it is, it's a big one. Excellent hybrid. Oh, it's a smallmouth. Oh man. That's a good one there. Ah, we don't have a net. Oh, that is a pig. That was the ugliest fish catch y'all will ever see, period, on YouTube. Winner right there. But I want you to look at that. Son, I like it. Oh, and the hook just falls out. Oh, oh man. Well, we have learned a valuable lesson today. Sometimes we really do overthink things. There we go. Here's another good one. Woo! Ha-ha! Pig right there. Oh, that's a big one. Woo! That is another stud smallmouth here on Cherokee. I want you to look how fat that sucker is. Cannot make this stuff up. Fixing to go to the house. Man, oh man. It don't get no better. Does not get any better. That is a wide, chunky football of a smallmouth right there. All right, guys, so let's talk about what worked today, or days rather. So, like I said, we spent 2 days out here. Now that was spanned out over a period of about a week and a half, and we got some pretty changing conditions there in that week and a half. So let's back up to day one. I knew on day one we should have been in a full-blown fall pattern. And so my intentions were to primarily target largemouth, run back in these creeks and stuff, fish shallow, throw moving baits, a lot like what we did on Douglas in the last video. And we had a little bit of success with that, not very much though. We put a few fish in the boat, and you know, the quality wasn't really good. So, you know, that left me kind of stumped. And going by the water temperature and just the conditions that I noticed out here, it just seemed like everything was a little bit behind out here over what we were seeing like in our last video on Douglas. So basically my intentions were to kind of run a similar pattern today, but we got thrown a curveball. Last night we got hit with a massive cold front. Massive cold front. Temperatures just plummeted last night. Super cold. This morning when we got up, it was like 32, 33 degrees when we put the boat in the water. Wasn't really enjoyable. Wasn't a nice temperature, I can tell you that. It always seems a little bit worse when it's like that first real cold morning. Yeah, this morning was a struggle. So, this is a very valuable lesson. Something everybody should take note of, mainly myself. I looked at the weather trying to get a plan together for today, and you know, we're all guilty of overthinking things. My plan was to come out here and throw a drop shot on deep smallmouth, and not only was that a stupid idea, but I made it even stupider by force feeding them that thing all day. So, valuable lesson: there are no rules in bass fishing. When you think that you know it all, you don't. And in order to achieve what you want, you got to be versatile. You have got to read the water, make smart decisions, adapt, and change to your conditions, because that's what the fish do. They change, they adapt. If you don't, and you make bad decisions, you will go home looking like an idiot. We just about did today. Basically, I ran all that deep crap, I ran all that bluffs and all that crap today, and I looked like an idiot as fish are jumping right there. All right, this is what I could have been doing today. So I gave up on my pattern from last week because of a cold front and went and did something ignorant. Now, at the end of the day, when I was beat down, done, over it, ready to go to the house, I decided to make one Hail Mary pass, and I ran up and started running my pattern from last week. Well, let me tell you what these conditions have done to that pattern. They have made it skyrocket. All right, fish all over these flats. More fish than were back here a week ago. Way more fish, way more bait, and they're active. They're feeding. Now, I had to pull a few tricks out to catch them. I started out coming back here, throwing a red-eye shad, lipless bait. Y'all saw me catch some here on day 1 on that bait, and y'all saw me catch them in the last video, the Douglas video on that bait. That's what I started doing. This flat right here, I picked up a lipless bait. Nothing, all right? Now, I came up with a new plan, and that new plan was a small Swimbait. And I will grab it for you. Now, if you all have watched this channel at all, you all have seen me catch a pile of fish on a Keitech Swimbait. I have so much confidence in a Keitech Swimbait, I can't even begin to tell you. This is a 3.8 inch Keitech Swimbait. Now, the head that I paired that up with, normally you all see me throw this bait on a Ledgehead Lures ledge head. That's my preferred head. I was out of the smaller ones today, so let me show you all a great alternative and very affordable, cheap, but good swimbait head. They will eat it. This is a Strike King Squadron head. It's just a little boxer style head right there. All right, that's a 1/4 ounce. Not fishing deep water. These flats back in here, we're talking about 5 foot at the most at some of these places that I was throwing into, okay? So I went with a 1/4 ounce on that 3.8 inch Keitech. And basically what I was doing, obviously if I saw some fish come up, I was throwing that bait to them, all right, when they're feeding on those shad. But when they weren't doing that, I was basically getting in these areas where I was seeing activity, and I was just fan casting it out. I was letting that 1/4 ounce head sink to the bottom, and I was just slowly reeling it back in, just letting that swim bait tick along the bottom right there. I threw this swim bait on the exact same setup that you all have seen me throw the lipless bait on now for 2 days. This is my 7'6" Duckett Ghost medium heavy cranking stick. All right, I like to throw these small swim baits on my cranking stick. I like the parabolic bend. I have lost way less fish throwing them on this rod right here than when I first started out years ago throwing swim baits on a stiffer conventional rod. I really like this rod for these small swim baits right here. Now the reel, same exact reel, Abu Garcia Revo SX. Okay, it's that medium gear ratio right there, 6.6 to 1. A lot of times y'all see me throw these baits on a slower speed reel, but when we're talking about fishing as shallow water as I was fishing today, that medium speed reel, I can slow down enough and let that bait do what it needs to do. And it worked out great. Now the line, and I am just about out of it there. We're about down to the braid backer. Not 100% ideal. Personal choice, I like 10-pound fluorocarbon on this setup right here. That's my #1 preference. What's on there today, where I was throwing the lipless baits and stuff with this same setup, that's 12-pound fluorocarbon. Literally nothing has changed here. I cut the lipless bait on, I tied on the swim bait, we started catching fish. All right, simple as that. Now, the lipless bait, y'all saw me catch a few fish on in this video. We're not gonna go over that again, because I will just tell you, it is the exact same lipless bait, same color, same tungsten 2-tap, same everything, that Strike King Red Eye Shad that you all saw on last week's video. So we won't beat a dead horse. That's what I caught them on. So lipless crankbait, finesse swim bait. That was the deal. But the baits and all this crap are not important. What is important, and the lesson that you learned today, adapt to the changes that are happening around you. All right, don't be stubborn. Sometimes you can be stubborn and not know you're being stubborn. I was convinced that I was going to catch these fish today deep on a drop shot, and I was wrong. All right, there's not a problem with being wrong all the time. You're going to make bad choices. You're going to do some stupid stuff out here. What will bite you and what will get you is when you don't learn from the stupid things that you have done, and you just continually do it. That's how you enter that realm of just totally screwed up fishing wise. All right, make changes, cover water. Basically, I knew this is the best spot that I'd found today. All right, I was gonna stay here the rest of the day and was gonna grind it out. And we didn't catch a lot of fish, but we were able to put some pretty quality fish in the boat. The few that we caught were not bad ones. I will take those fish any day, any time. All right, not gonna complain about that. So I hope that y'all learned from this today. I certainly did. Going out and just catching 100 every time you go out there doesn't always make you better. All right, sometimes what makes you better is getting your ass kicked and then climbing up out of the hole that you have dug for yourself. You know, that experience and failing and you know, just overcoming your own bad decisions and turning those the right way. That's stuff that you put in the memory bank and you can use in the future. And when you encounter situations like that, you can make the right decision in the future. So that's my advice to you. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today, guys. If you like the videos, make sure you go hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. That's going to let you all know when I put out all my new videos. If you got any questions or comments for me, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. I will get back to y'all with any answers that I can give you. Until next time, y'all make some time, get out there on the water and catch you a few. I'm Ryan Epps. Y'all have a good one.